Welcome to this lesson on parallelograms. After this lesson, students will be able to determine if a quadrilateral is or is not a parallelogram using slope. In the discussion, you were asked to explore this GeoGebra quadrilateral. You were to move the red point B in many different places. You may have seen you got many different quadrilaterals that appeared to be parallelograms. What did you notice about them, specifically the red dotted lines? You may have noticed that these red dotted lines showed that the slope on the left and the right would always be the same. This is an important idea we will use with parallelograms. Opposite sides of a parallelogram have the same or equal slopes. The slopes on the left and the right side will be the same. The slopes on the top and the bottom will also be the same. This information allows us to decide if a quadrilateral is or is not a parallelogram. We will use these 3 steps in a few examples together. Let's determine if this quadrilateral is or is not a parallelogram. We will start on the left and the right. Starting on the left, we find our slope is up 4 over 1. Our slope on the right is also up 4 over 1. They are the same. Now we will continue and do the slopes on the top and the bottom. Our slope on the top is up 2 over 4, or 1/2. Our slope on the bottom is also up 2 over 4, 1/2. They are also the same. Now we can decide if this figure is a parallelogram or not. Because the left and right are the same, and the top and bottom are the same, we can say that yes, this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Let's look at another example. Let's determine if this quadrilateral is or is not a parallelogram. Following the same steps, we will start on the left and right. We would find our left slope is up 6 over 4, or 3 over 2. On the right, we find our slope is up 6 over 3, or 2 over 1. The left and the right are not the same. Let's continue on the top and the bottom. Our slope on the top is up 1 over 4. Our slope on the bottom is up 1 over 5. These are also not the same. Now we can decide if it is or is not a parallelogram. The left and the right are different. The top and the bottom are also different. We know that this is not a parallelogram. Let's look at one more example. Determine if this quadrilateral is or is not a parallelogram. Pause the video and try it on your own. Let's see how you did. You would do your left and right slopes first. You should have found that the slopes were 4 over 2, or 2 over 1, and the same on the right, 4 over 2, or 2 over 1. Now on the top and the bottom. Your top slope was up 1 over 3, and your bottom slope was also up 1 over 3. The left and the right are the same, the top and the bottom are the same. We know that this figure is a parallelogram. So the important idea is that opposite sides of a parallelogram, left and right, top and bottom, would have the same or equal slopes. If one of them is different, it will not be a parallelogram. Now practice this new learning on the activities provided for you. Good luck!